Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming back. If you hadn't watched the first two videos, please go watch it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Welcome back to my channel, Lynn'sfolkstales. So far, we explored how love transcended class and society. We've seen how love can change classes, but can love survive obstacles like this one? Can love triumph over this? Chapter 1. The Rain That Remembers. The rain fell as if the sky itself were in mourning. It did not drizzle. It wept. Thick sheets of water crashed against the earth, soaking the palace grounds until mud swallowed stone. And there, beneath the open sky, sat Poya. She did not seek shelter. She was curled into herself, knees drawn to her chest, her body trembling as tears streamed down her face. Tears no one tried to stop. The people of the palace watched from behind half-closed doors, peering through cracks in wood and fear. No one stepped forward. No one spoke her name. She cried with her whole body. Her hands clutched her lower stomach as pain tore through her. Not pain of flesh alone, but memory. The exact place where Prince Yeboah had been stabbed, where his blood had soaked into her hands the night they tried to kill him. Two palace guards approached her, their boots splashing through puddles. "Her Majesty has requested your presence," said the first guard. The second swallowed hard. "The prince is back." Poya slowly lifted her head. For a brief moment, the world shifted. Blood coated her hands. Her face was streaked red. Yeboah's body lay before her, lifeless. Then it vanished. Her hands were clean again, her face untouched. Only the rain bore witness. "Tell him," she said softly, her voice hollow, "that I am coming." Chapter 2. Blood in the throne room. Moments later, Poya entered the palace. The scream tore from her chest before she could stop it. The king lay slumped, a knife buried in his side, blood soaking the royal cloth beneath him. Servants wailed. Guards shouted. The court erupted into chaos. The queen, tears streaking her face, turned suddenly, her grief hardening into rage. "She did this!" she screamed, pointing at Poya. "She killed him!" Before Poya could speak, guards seized her arms. Cold iron bit into her wrists. She was dragged away, thrown into a dark prison cell, alone, with only one guard stationed outside. That night, footsteps echoed. Prince Kwazi appeared at the bars. "Why would you kill my father?" he asked coldly. Poya lifted her eyes. "You and I both know I did not," she said. "But hear this, greed will leave you empty. Power will rot in your hands. You will search for fulfillment and never find it. Your hunger will destroy your joy." Kwazi smirked. Then his face hardened. "I hold your freedom," he said. "You became mine the moment my so-called brother died. You were mine before he ever saw you. You will always be mine." Poya laughed, loud, unafraid. "Oracle of the 10 plagues belongs to no one. I am not property. I am married to your brother. And unlike others, I do not share my pride with men like you. Beware, lest the wrath of the gods fall upon you." Kwazi exploded. "God, take her to my room." "You dare not," Poya said sharply. "By law, I am owed a year of mourning." "Then rot here for a year," he snarled. Chapter 3. Seeds beneath ashes. Months passed. Poya wore rags now, once a queen, now a maid. She swept palace floors until her hands blistered. One morning, she ran behind a hut and vomited violently. She swept dust over it, trembling, trying to continue her work until it happened again. Then Asia appeared, humming happily. "Why are you smiling?" Poya asked weakly. Asia leaned closer, whispering, eyes bright. "I have seen this before," rejoiced Poya. "You are with child." Poya froze. When last did your moon come? Asia asked. 3 moons ago, Poya whispered. Asia smiled through tears. Your husband planted a seed before he died. She embraced her. Even as a mother, your beauty shines brighter. I pray you bear twins. Hush, Poya warned. Walls have ears. I respect you, Asha whispered. Thank you for not selling your pride to this evil king. Before Poya could respond, Princess Akusha entered, pregnant, laughing cruelly. Look how the mighty have fallen, she mocked. Our husband is dead, and I carry his child. Unlike you, no one knows you, no one cares. You are nothing but a bed warmer. She ordered food, sneered at Asia, and left. Poya collapsed into tears. Asia lifted her face gently. She speaks lies. That child is not his. You are my queen, the goddess of beauty herself. Poya smiled faintly. Now I know why my brother loves you. Chapter 4. Drums Between Worlds. That night, Kayasi beat his drum. The sound crossed realms. In her prison, Poya heard it and began to dance. As she danced, guards fell asleep. Her tears mixed with sweat and blood as she told her story through movement. Pain, loss, love. Asia entered Kayasi's hut and saw. Now you see, Kayasi told her. Now you hear. Their spirits traveled to Poya's homeland. There, their dying mother touched Poya's face. My daughter, I see you at last. They learned of their father's death, said farewell. Then the drum stopped. They returned. Chapter 5. Banishment. Prince Kwazi tried to take her by force. He tried to take what belonged to his brother. He had everything the kingdom, his first wife, the power, but the one thing he wanted most was the love he never received. She was the one thing he couldn't take even after his brother's death. He could not let that happen. And so, with a fearful heart, she fled. She first ran to Kayasi. Kayasi had sensed that danger was coming. He had packed all of what he could. Swords clashed, blood nearly spilled, until Poya stopped him. But they were caught. They caught Kayasi, Poya, and Asia. She was captured. Later, she was accused again, this time of witchcraft, spat upon, banished. With a stoned face, she cursed the land, not in hatred, but truth, the knowledge that she had, knowing she would never fully be welcomed. This is the place that caused her pain, torment, anguish, and misery. This was the place that ripped her innocence, her heart, her love, and shedded it. They accused her. She was angry. She was angry at this village for turning their backs on her. With a deep breath, and her final resolution, "You will look for me," she said, "and I will not be found." Then she left. She left all the pain, the judgment of her not being born in nobility. She left with nothing. Few months passed. When Poya left, she had left all the jewelry, fame, and money, but she left with memories. Memories of Prince Yaboa and her in love. The day she left, she felt a piece of her break, and she knew she couldn't go back. She traveled back to a main city in Ivory Coast called Grande Bassom. She heard people speaking her native language. The people were nicer, welcoming, and always cheerful. It was far bigger. There, she learned how to fend for herself. She opened a small food-selling hut that helps to put food on the table for them. Asia Poya's friend ended up marrying Kayasi. For 4 months, Poya suffered with sleepless nights and constant worry. At dinner one day, Poya brought up the conversation. "I see him in my dreams again," Poya stated. "Kayasi, is there something that I should know?" Kayasi paused with his spoon in the middle of the air. He then looked away with guilt. "Look at me," she exclaimed, searching through his eyes. "Are you hiding something from me? I can see the guilt all over you. Kayes, why do I see him in my dreams? Kayes hesitated. Then he begins, Sister, speak. Poya interrupted. She started crying. I first want to say that I did everything for you. Kayeze later on explained to Poya how he tried to help save the prince. Poya was stunned. She went into labor. All she can think about was the 8 months alone by herself. She felt like everything was just a dream. Poya labored 4 hours. 4 hours of her crying, pushing, screaming, and even almost giving up. But Asiya held her. She was the shoulder Poya never knew she needed. She held through it all. Light faded. It started to rain. This was not any kind of rain. It was a very thunderous storm. This was the type of rain that either announced a great king or calamity. And with a final push, a child cried. A handsome, bouncing baby boy. He looked just like his father. Chapter 7. The Return of the Dead. Back in Salifu, drought ravaged the land. The land was bare. People were dying of starvation. Mothers could not feed their babies. One by one, they felt the pain, the torture, the agony that Poya felt. One by one, the village downsized. The fortune, wealth, and riches that everyone had drifted away. Fathers lost sons, and daughters were sold to other villages as slaves. It was chaos. Everyone wondered what may have caused the gods to be angry at their people. Then, Prince Yeboah returned, but he did not return the same. The prince was much more careful. He spent a full year in hiding, strategizing. The prince was safe after the ambush. Kayas and some guards heard the second prince was trying to take over. So he decided to let the prince and his personal guards to know. In the prince, royal armor had packed a lot of clothing to stop any arrow, and saw the chief priest to fortify himself that night. Although he truly had gotten wounded, Kayase knew the route and sent a masked hunter to get the prince alive. Where is my wife? He asked. The guard wept. She was cast out for refusing the king. Yeboah's world shattered. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. See you soon.